Hey guys and gals, I've got a piece of Brazilian agate here that I purchased from Craig Ratz at Flint Ridge, and I ground it into a preform, and it was a slab, and I cut it into shape, and then I ground the edges to run my first set of pressure. It's it's winter. Well, it's almost springtime. It's starting to warm up. It's March, so my lapidary equipment is outside under the porch, and I don't want to have to hook the water and everything up to change the bevel on this thing. So what I'm going to do is pressure flake along this side, and then I'll flip it and go along this side, because I've got that's the way I have it set up with the bevel. Let's see. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's slightly beveled this way on this side to run flakes over this face, and then the same thing over here, beveled like this to run flakes here. And then once I run these flakes, I'll try to go ahead and turn this edge by shearing or pressure flaking and get it back up so I can come back on this side. Hopefully these first flakes will go nearly all the way across, so I won't have to do much on this side, but just blend in. And I'll run around the bottom here also. Looks like I just have it flat. Maybe I'll save the bottom for last. So we'll see how it goes. Some brittle stuff. If I can do it without breaking it, I'll be happy. Okay. All right. Let's start up here at the tip. Okay, I just took a couple short flakes there because I was having trouble getting them to go up over that hump, so I kind of isolated me a couple little platforms here. Not much better, but we'll just keep rolling with it. I've got that bevel a little too steep. I was worried about that. This roundness here, these flakes aren't wanting to make it up over top of that contour. It's just a lot of thickness right on the edge there. So I'll just work my way around it and see what we can do. spacing my flakes out. That angle was a little bit too rounded right there, so that flaker wasn't catching, so I dropped back until I could get a bite a hold of it and pop the flake, and then I worked right on the edge of that initiation there where it creates a little bit sharper edge, and I come back towards me, and I was able to chip that away. Okay, so we got a set going here and a set here. So I think what I'll do is grind this, come back, yeah, let me come back on it and see what I can do to see if I can get some flakes to go a little further. Okay, those are going good. They're going a little bit further. I ran into a little bit of trouble down here. And I'll just have to work with what I got. Okay, so from here, we're getting our edge moved quite a ways back towards the other side. So I'll go ahead and hit it with my grinder, my abrader, and take a look at it. I could probably flake back here, but as I get up here, it looks like it's going to be a little bit harder. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing that I did over here on this other side so I can keep things even before I get ahead of myself here. I'm just trying to run those little ridges that I created. Okay. So we're getting this side worked out pretty good. I can see a little crack right in my tip. Just trying to keep moving that edge a little bit. And I think that should be good. Maybe one right here. Try to remember to be real careful with this thing. I broke a lot of pieces of agate. Just starting on the corner and getting a little bite. I can work my way back. Okay. All right. Pretty hard bevel on there. trying to create an abrupt edge on this top side, so it's a little bit enough less acute angle on there, so my pressure flaker can grab a hold of that. Same thing down here. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm going to start down here at the bottom. Pushing them in. Ooh, that one went all the way across. That one did too. That one did too. So that one. Come on off there. Come on. Come on, baby. Work with me. There we go. Nice. Okay, our edges got a little rough down through there, but that's okay. We can touch that up. So let's try the same thing over here. Man, that's some pretty agate. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back and hit those deltas. That set there didn't quite make it in far enough to clear the section of that surface. So I'm gonna try to run these ridges because I space my flakes out enough to leave those for backup. So I can come in and try to run a few in there and see if I can help get rid of some of that ground surface. Ooh, that was ugly. Okay, so we've got the surface cleared off. Now we can start just going around and trying to get it smoothed out. Pressure flake nice. I'd really like to do a vendetta point out of this, but I'd have to thin it out quite a bit. Oh man, we'll see how it goes. Let's see if I can get one in to go in there and get rid of that little spot. Right here. Almost, not quite. Still trying to work on thinning that tip out a little bit. It's still pretty chunky. And then let me just go through here, regularize my edges. Go ahead and run a few in from the bottom. Okay. Got one little spot right here. One little spot right here. But I'm not going to overly concern myself with them because actually you can't really even hardly tell they're there. Back you guys back out before I get out of frame. I'll just keep chipping on it. See where it takes us here. Really need to thin this tip out. Okay, that one helped. Not too bad. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and switch tools. Of course, it's kind of hard to do this without, to get the initial bevel in there and set up without having a grinder, but a rock grinder. But you can get preforms that are kind of set up already. Steve Kiefer, I think he sells, if it's the person I'm thinking of, I know he sells porcelain or like ceramic preforms, and he runs them around, I think, on a little tool that's made for stained glass windows, and it cuts a groove in the edge of the preform. It's just a little groove, so you can, when you set your pressure flaker in there on the edge, you've got platforms on both sides because it's a little U-shaped groove that runs through there, so you can flake this side and then turn it around and flake the other side, and clear them that way. And this makes it nice because you don't need a grinder. He makes some really cool preforms. I haven't been able to get any of them yet, but I plan on it. I want to get some black porcelain preforms. I think it'll look, the black and the white might look a lot like stone. Okay, I get my symmetry straightened out on this thing. I'm going to go ahead and notch it. Just need to bring the tip over this way a little bit. Get rid of that first. I think there's a little excess thickness right in here. I'm going to try to take this down just a little bit. So right in here, I'm trying to get a few flakes. Already crushing. Okay. Almost got it. Alright, that's thin enough for me. I'm just going to smooth it out, get my contours right, and then I'm going to put some sort of serrations in this thing. I don't want to go crazy with putting a too fine of a tip on here, which I pretty much already have, because it'll probably snap off there before I'm finished with it. Usually try to make that one of the last things I do. It's really pretty. All right, let me even my base up here. Okay. Run flake up in here. I think this side should be good. I'm going to shoot a flake right here just to help thin that out a bit more. And we'll just run some corner notches up in here. But yeah, right here I want to take a thinning flake. Nothing too big and crazy. I just want to thin ahead of my notch here a little bit. Yeah, that was nice. Okay. Let's not just bad lad. Big daddy from downtown Nettie. So I want to use this welding rod. Got it filed down pretty good already. Alright. What are you doing down there? You're getting all dirty. You're getting all dirty. It's really hard to see where that edge lies inside there. Got a little bit of an issue going on over here. See, these welding rods really grab a hold of that surface in there. I don't know if I could have did that with steel nail. All right, it's gonna match the other side now. Stuff does notch easy, I'll give it that. That or I'm starting to get the hang of this welding rod. You notice when I'm hearing that click, I'm backing off. I do not want a crushed edge on the inside of that notch, because a crushed edge is a stalled edge. And stalled edge doesn't look good, and it doesn't allow you to go any further on the notch. So we don't like those. I don't. Try not to get greedy here. I just be happy with what I got going on. I can work with that. Okay, I think I'll call it there. I might do some, well, I mean, no, I'll do a little more edge work and might even put serrations in it, but I kind of like it the way it is right now, actually. Find the camera. I'm trying to keep this thing from flipping to vertical. There we go. So a little spot in there, but you can just barely see it. It's not really even noticeable. Some pretty pressure flakes. This was from the first set I ran. Like I said, I'll go around and touch the edges up a little bit, but so that'll give you a little bit of an idea how you can work on a slab without a grinder. If you turn your edges and stuff, it takes, you know, obviously a lot longer than it does when you're working with a machine, but it is possible. Okay, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that and learned a little bit of something. I've got another video I'm going to try to download of making a crowfield point from the northeast. It's kind of clovisy looking fluted point. It's actually multi-fluted. It has multiple flutes on both sides. But I was having trouble getting that one to download, but I'll try that again, and I'll try to go ahead and download this one also. So thanks for watching, everybody. I sure appreciate everything. Have a good day.